Do you know what to consider when preparing for a hospital discharge? It might appear straightforward, but in reality, it's a labyrinth of decisions and instructions that can easily become overwhelming. Picture this. Your loved one is about to be discharged from the hospital. Amidst the relief and anticipation, you're handed a stack of papers detailing care instructions, medication schedules, and follow-up appointments. It's a lot to take in, isn't it? That's where understanding the discharge process and planning for it comes into play. Knowledge is power, and in this case, it could be the key to a smooth and stress-free transition back to everyday life. Over the next several minutes, we'll delve into the essential aspects to consider when preparing for a hospital discharge. From understanding patient restrictions and activities, to planning home healthcare and special diets, and managing medications and follow-up care. Understanding and planning for hospital discharge can make a world of difference in your recovery journey. Firstly, let's delve into understanding your restrictions and activities post-discharge. Recovering from a hospital stay isn't just about getting back to your old routine. It's about adapting to a new one. Each person's situation is unique, and so the changes and adjustments to daily routines will vary. You may find yourself incorporating new activities into your schedule, such as physical therapy sessions or specific exercises recommended by your healthcare provider. Conversely, there may be restrictions to consider. These could include avoiding strenuous tasks like heavy lifting or certain movements that might exacerbate your condition. These alterations to your daily life aren't just suggestions, they are integral to your recovery process. By following them diligently, you can ensure a smoother and quicker return to health. And remember, if you're ever unsure about these changes, don't hesitate to reach out to your healthcare professional. Always remember to consult your healthcare professional about your restrictions and activities. It's crucial to your recovery. Secondly, you need to consider your home healthcare needs and any dietary changes. Emerging from a hospital stay often means you might require a little extra help at home. This support could take various forms, such as skilled nursing, physical therapy, or occupational therapy. These services play a vital role in maintaining your health and promoting a rapid recovery. Now let's talk about your diet. Your medical condition may necessitate changes to what you eat. This could involve increasing your intake of fruits and vegetables, reducing salt, or tweaking portion sizes. But it's not just about the food on your plate. It's about making sure your pantry is stocked with the right supplies. During the recovery period, even straightforward tasks like grocery shopping can become daunting. That's why having a plan is so essential. Who will assist you with your shopping? Who will help prepare your meals? These are critical questions to address before you leave the hospital. By doing so, you're not just planning for the immediate needs of your recovery. You're also taking steps to ensure your long-term health and wellness. Remember, the goal is to make your transition back home as smooth as possible. And planning for home healthcare and dietary changes is a significant part of that process. Having a plan in place for home healthcare and dietary changes can make your transition back home smoother. Thirdly, managing your medication and planning for follow-up care is a must. Getting discharged from the hospital often means dealing with a new or adjusted medication regimen. It's like learning a new language overnight. But fear not, it's not as daunting as it sounds. The first step, understanding any changes that have been made. These modifications aren't arbitrary. They're specifically tailored to speed up your recovery. Now, onto the medication schedule. It's not just about popping pills, it's about doing it at the right time, in the right dosage. This isn't a cooking recipe where you can tweak things to taste. Medication demands precision. A clear schedule, perhaps noted down or set as reminders on your phone, can be a lifesaver. It ensures you're taking your medications safely and correctly, dodging any unnecessary complications. But what about after you've mastered your medication? That's where follow-up care comes into play. It goes beyond just a post-discharge checkup. It's about building a rhythm, a consistent pattern of care with your healthcare team. It could be with your primary care doctor or a specialist. These appointments are vital as they help monitor your progress and make necessary adjustments to your treatment plan. Remember, the journey doesn't end at the hospital exit. It's a marathon, not a sprint. Your medication and follow-up care are key to your recovery, so make sure you have these well planned. Lastly, don't forget about transportation, equipment needs, and home safety. These might seem like secondary concerns, but they're actually crucial parts of your recovery journey. Let's start with transportation. Once you're ready to leave the hospital, one of the first questions to ask is, how will I get home? You might need a ride from a family member, a friend, or even a medical transport service. But the journey doesn't end at your front door. You'll likely have follow-up appointments with doctors or specialists, so it's essential to plan how you'll get there. Will you drive yourself or will someone else do it? If you use public transportation, is it accessible and convenient for you? These are questions you need to answer before heading home. Next, let's talk about equipment needs. Depending on your condition, you may require medical equipment at home. This could be a commode, a shower chair, or a walker. Don't leave it until the last minute to arrange these items. They are not just about comfort, they're about your safety and independence, enabling you to navigate your home with ease and confidence. And that brings us to home safety. If you've been hospitalized for a while, your physical abilities may have changed. Steps that were once easy to climb might now seem daunting. So, take the time to evaluate your home for potential safety hazards. Do you have stairs or steps that could pose a risk? Is there enough lighting, especially at night? Are there loose rugs or clutter that could cause a fall? If the answer is yes to any of these questions, then it's time to make some modifications. Remember, your health and safety are intertwined. You can't have one without the other. So as you prepare for your hospital discharge, consider your transportation options. Think about any equipment you might need, and take a good, hard look at your home environment. Remember, your comfort and safety at home are paramount. So plan your transportation, equipment needs, and home safety well in advance. In this section, we are going to recapitulate the crucial points discussed throughout this series, ensuring you've grasped a holistic understanding of the hospital discharge process. Let's start with recognizing the significance of being prepared for any alterations to your daily routine following your discharge. The possibility of requiring home health care and the need to modify your diet are factors that you should anticipate. Next, it's imperative to monitor your medication and schedule follow-up care. These are essential elements on your road to recovery. Comprehending your medication regimen and ensuring your appointments are up to date is key. Furthermore, organizing your transportation and evaluating any equipment needs are significant facets of your transition back home. Whether it's securing a ride back home from the hospital or verifying that you possess the required medical equipment, these aspects can greatly influence your ease and safety at home. Lastly, your health and well-being should always be the top priority. Keep this as your guiding principle as you traverse each phase of the hospital discharge process. Bear in mind, preparing for your discharge isn't a process that concludes once you exit the hospital. It's a continuous journey that persists as you recuperate at your residence. Stay informed, stay ready, and above all, look after your well-being. Stay safe, everyone.